Pokémon Legends Arceus is my favourite Pokémon game on the original Switch. I really did enjoy the exploration in that game, so when Pokémon Legends ZA did get announced, I was really excited about us getting another Legends game based on the really good time I did have playing Arceus. But I did have a few questions going into ZA in terms of whether it would be as good as Arceus or even better than Arceus, whether the same gameplay would work in a completely different setting. We are in a one city location, whereas before we had the whole rural world to explore. So in this video we'll be answering the question whether I feel like Pokemon Legends ZA is better than Arceus based on the time I've put into the game so far. But before getting to that, I just want to thank Nintendo for sending me a download code for Pokemon Legends ZA on the Switch 2. This is an amazing moment for me because I am a massive Pokemon fan. It is the first gaming series I ever got into. The first game I ever played was Pokemon Pinball on the Game Boy Color. I got that for Christmas. I wanted Pokemon Red, but I got Pokemon Pinball instead. It is the best pinball game I've ever played in my life, by the way. But luckily for me, a few months later, I did get Pokemon Gold for my birthday. And yeah, I absolutely loved that game, and the rest is history pretty much. Gen 2 and Gen 5 are my favourite generations in Pokemon. So yeah, I feel really lucky to be able to get a code from Nintendo to cover one of my favourite gaming series of all time. Here are my thoughts on Pokemon Legends ZA so far. So the catching is just as satisfying as what it was in Arceus. So yeah, because I am a massive fan of Gen 2, I love how we have Totodile and Chikorita as starter choices. We have one of the starters from Gen 5 as well, which I'm not going to pronounce out loud because I'm going to pronounce it wrong. But I really do love the starter choices with Pokemon Legends ZA. And by the way, I did use, of course, Cyndaquil in Pokemon Legends Arceus. The battle system seems to have improved, but I'm not sure whether I am misremembering Arceus or not, because it has been quite a while since I did play Arceus. I feel like it was around about 4 years ago, could be around about 5 years ago now, so I could be misremembering the battle system in Arceus. But yeah, the battle system in Pokemon Legends ZA, it can be a little bit hard to grasp because there is a lot going on all at once. There is a lot to manage. You got to sort of look after your player position because for the first time you will take damage. You have to look after what Pokemon is out, what moves you are going to do, seeing what moves are cooling down as well. So it is a little bit hard to sort of grasp when you are playing the game for the first time. But once I did get used to it, I do prefer this battle system in Pokemon Legends ZA. I really do like it. Talking of battles, the ZA League ranking up and trying to get promoted is really fun. And what these Legends game has done, I really do hate stealth in pretty much every single game I do play. But you know what? In these Legends game, in Arceus for example, I really did enjoy trying to sneak up on Pokemon, trying to catch them from behind. And yeah, that is of course the same within Legends ZA. But I really do like the ZA sort of battle league at night, trying to sneak up on trainers and get the advantage, get the first move in. So pretty much these games has made someone like me who hates stealth typically. I actually really like the stealth in this game, even though it probably is a little bit basic. I don't know, it's got me liking stealth, which is a big achievement. I like how the Pokemon research has returned in this game, although it is a little bit different, whereas in Arceus you were trying to complete the Pokedex for the first time. So you had more of an incentive to catch repeated Pokemon over and over again because you did get more details. They did get registered the more you did catch. So there isn't really that incentive there to catch repeated Pokemon, although it can be a little bit useful to do that to sort of complete type missions. Although the Professor Research is a little bit different, I still really like that gameplay flow. I like getting new tasks, completing them and getting rewarded for them. I definitely will try and complete that. It is a lot of fun to do in my opinion. I really do like the side quests in Pokemon Legends ZA. They are really good in my opinion. And another new feature, I think this is a new feature compared to Arceus, is where pretty much if you do lose Pokeballs, someone at the Pokemon centers will give you them back. I really do like that new feature. In my opinion, this is the best city in a Pokemon game, and I really do like the exploration on the roofs. But in my opinion, I think the exploration is better in Legends Arceus. You had more variety in the environments that you did encounter within Arceus compared to ZA, and there was more points of interest in my opinion that you wanted to go to in Legends Arceus compared to Pokemon Legends ZA, and having the whole city open to you pretty much early on, it can be a little bit overwhelming as well. I think another thing that does count against the exploration in Pokemon Legends ZA is that the city itself, yeah, it can seem a little bit big at first, but I did do a complete loop around the city and it only took me about 6 minutes to do that. So it is a little bit smaller than what you think it would be going into the game. So maybe if this city was a little bit bigger, that might have helped in terms of the exploration, and maybe we would have had more interesting locations to go to. Gyro aiming has been removed in Pokemon Legends ZA. I used that just to be a little bit more accurate when throwing Pokeballs in Pokemon Legends Arceus. I don't understand why they did remove gyro aiming in this game, and another problem that I do have is probably more of a system based criticism, and that is HD Rumble 2. I feel like they could have used that a little bit more. I just feel like the vibration could be a little bit stronger, but that is a complaint that I do have for the Switch 2 across the board, so it's not just a Pokemon Legends ZA criticism that I do have. So another thing that I don't really like about Pokemon Legends ZA is that the whole of your party does level up at the same time. I'm a little bit old school when it comes to that, but having said that, you do sort of need that because other trainer Pokemon levels do sort of go up quite quickly, so the game isn't easy. I feel like it is a little bit more difficult than the previous Pokemon games we have had over recent years, so I really do like that aspect, and it does sort of offset my criticism of the whole of your party leveling up. And yeah, another problem that I do have with the whole city being open to you, it's not really clear within side missions, for example, with battle type side missions, it's not clear what the level of Pokemon you are going to be facing are going to be. I know a lot of people would expect me to criticise the graphics and the lack of voice acting in this game, and I'm going to be honest and say that those two things don't really bother me too much. Of course the game could look better, of course it would be great if it did have voice acting, but I'm perfectly fine with how Pokemon Legends ZA is right now in terms of those two aspects. So they are my thoughts on Pokemon Legends ZA. It is better than what I thought it was going to be. It has surprised me a little bit because I thought it was just going to be the same gameplay in a completely different setting. So is it better than Arceus? I feel like in some aspects it is in terms of the gameplay. I feel like the battle system is better. The ZA League is a great addition to Pokemon Legends ZA, but in other aspects I feel like Pokemon Legends Arceus is a little bit better in terms of the exploration in that game. I just feel like the setting in Pokemon Legends Arceus is better than the setting in Pokemon Legends ZA, but I'm still enjoying the game nonetheless. I will be putting many more hours into Pokemon Legends ZA because I'm having a lot of fun playing the game at the moment. I will be pretty much doing every Professor Research task I can do. I will be completing every side mission I can get because I just love all of that sort of stuff in Pokemon Legends ZA. So I'm having a blast playing the game at the moment. But let me know your thoughts on Pokemon Legends ZA in the comment section. Do you feel like it is better than Arceus? Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in another video soon.